Hey everyone, it's B. So the next couple clips that you're about to watch is when I get to go and finally meet my new unit. I am being transferred as an augmentee to another unit. So it turns out that it's not my actual unit that's being deployed, it's another unit, but they needed my job, people with my job, so we're going to be transferred, the couple of us that were chosen to get deployed. And I can tell you that the first impressions of this unit was not very good because they seem to be scattered and all over the place. They've known for the whole year that they were getting deployed, and yet nobody was doing anything about being organized, and nobody knew what was going on, nothing like that. So we met the commander and the first sergeant and, you know, like all their main sergeants that were going to be coming here. From us outsiders, it did not look good at all. It looked like a slow train wreck. They just seemed so all over the place, and a lot of their soldiers were doing things and wearing things certain ways. We're like, that's not how you do things. Is that what they let you do? Like, nobody really followed regulations on things. It was just kind of like a big mess. There was this one sergeant in particular from their unit, I remember. She was so OCD that it wasn't in my platoon, thankfully. She was for the other platoon, and she needed a count for something, and she asked them to raise their hands, whoever had this item. And a couple people raised their hands. She started counting. She's like, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, everyone put their hands down. Raise your left hand only. That made that much of a difference to you? Like, it had to be their left hand? That it was messing up her count if somebody raised their right hand? I don't know. She was so OCD about everything. Even though I didn't have to deal with her, the fact that we had to witness this over and over again, and she just had to count things over and over again and ask the same question over and over again. It was just giving everybody else a headache. And I asked, I was like, is she always like this, or is it because of like she has anxiety or something, like she's stressed out because of this deployment, all these new people coming in? They're like, no, she's always like that. So thankfully she didn't deploy with us. That's kind of crazy. Like, you just have to have things your way, and if it's like one like itty bitty off, like you can't function properly at all. I don't think that flies too well when you have to deal with like a very high stress environment. So after we met everybody from this new unit, we were all supposed to go together to FIG, and that's in Pennsylvania. We were going to go to the range, and nobody told anyone that it snowed in Pennsylvania that weekend. And it snowed a lot. Mind you, a lot of us are coming from Georgia. It wasn't even that cold at the time, and like a sweatshirt or a nice jacket would suffice. Nobody told us to bring cold weather gear or tell us that we had to go out in the field. So we were out in the snow, freezing to death, literally freezing to death. A lot of people got sick, a lot of people were frustrated. Even some of the people from their own unit had no idea that they had to pack cold weather gear. Although they're from Maryland, like they already know it's cold, they brought some things, whereas we just brought like our fleece and little thing here and there, not the full like everything that we actually needed. So that was interesting. So here are the clips. Enjoy. So I'm at the airport. I'm at the airport. I thought my flight was at 3, and turns out it's like at 5:55. The sergeant told me one thing and I believed him, and then when I actually read the paperwork, it was a completely different time. And turned out Tran's on my... I know, okay, be quiet. Turned out he's on my flight. So I won't be lost, but I've literally been wandering around the whole airport for like 5 hours. Because I got here at like 2 something. And I didn't even know, but there's this thing called the USO Lounge where you can get free food. And I was starving, and I was like, no, I'll be fine. And then I ended up getting like coffee and food and stuff, and spent like all this money at the airport, and turns out I could have gotten food for free the whole time. This mofo has a whole bottle of Pringles. I hate him. I am jealous.
I mean, bush truck. Forgot. Civilian.
Same thing, doesn't matter.
Bush truck. So
This is our plane. And Tran like went crazy and almost jumped out the window because he got so excited. He saw his rucksack get in the plane.
My shit gonna be there. My shit gonna be there.
I don't know where mine is.
Do you have your dog tags on?
Where's mine? No. I don't wear them. They're cold between my boobs.
Mine's not full.
Is that my bag? Is that my bag? Ew. You know what I zoomed up on, Tran? This dirty ass window.
It's going to heaven.
I hope. No. It's going to its destination.
You said yeah. You said you hope so. It's your right.
I mean, I don't want it to go to hell. We landed in Baltimore in one piece. We're gonna go get our baggage and then hopefully go somewhere to eat. Man, my lips are dry. I'm so thirsty. Those pretzels with no salt like dried my throat up, man.
So I need to get a drink.
Yeah, I need a drink.
Did you drink? Did you get a drink?
Yeah, I did, but I'm so thirsty as shit. It was like a tiny little cup. Anyway, we're gonna go find our bags. Hopefully nobody steals it.
It shouldn't. There's a duffel bag and a...
Oh, there's Tran. He's here too. I should have brought my selfie stick so I can hold it. This is our adventure, man. This is where it starts. Huh?
You have a selfie
So I don't have to hold it with my arm. I can just hold it like this. I got short arms, man, like a T-Rex. It's hard. This airport is not made yet. Tran's baggage was popped open. His towel squirted out. And he was like, what the hell? Look at him, all in regulation. He even has green towels. Oh, this is mine.
color.
Hello.
Yours looks newer than mine.
It is a newer looking one. I mean, it is a new one. I mean, I've used it, what, like 5 times? Not that long. Tran, can you explain what's going on?
We're in Baltimore.
We're at a drive-thru. We just drove around. And there are people arguing by the window.
What is this, sir?
Where did you bring us, sir?
Look, they like.
Let's...
I don't care.
Oh, your favorite thing?
Yeah. Could care less.
You sure?
Yeah.
Here. I don't know why he doesn't want to take our money.
Oh, because we're poor soldiers.
Oh, thank you, sir.
Thank you.
I'm about to throw snow at him. I'm hungry.
You know, if I raised hell, I would be afraid to get their food because they would be spitting in it. Exactly.
It's McDonald's. Like, what do you expect?
You think McDonald's cares?
Excuse me.
Is that why they told us?
We finally made it to the hotel. We picked up other people that are going to be staying in the same hotel. Wow, I look really like tired. Why do I look so weird? Is this what I always look like? My eyes look like little rainbows. Anyway, so we're at the hotel. The hotel's not bad. It was just a little scary because we were next to that, like, those ratchet people in the McDonald's. So awkward to like film around people and then they stare at you. So funky. So it's not bad. We're just checking in right now and finding our rooms. In my room. Okay. So this is the room. It's really not as bad as I thought it would be. So that's not bad, and I had to get
double queens because I didn't make a reservation, so I just took whatever they had, and they ran out of all like single rooms. So I'm just gonna eat McDonald's again because they only had a McDonald's open at this hour. Everything else was closed, and they had so many restaurants out there, but they were all closed. So we had to go to McDonald's, and now we're gonna eat, and I'm so sore. I'm just gonna wash up, watch TV, go to bed, and talk to Toby. Yep, pre-deployment, fun. That damn fridge makes the loudest noise. Ugh. Oh my god. I have not had a wink of sleep. It's so loud in here. Help. Oh my god. It's so freaking loud. And then it finally goes off. Just for a few seconds. That's it. But then it's gonna like start again. It keeps going off. I haven't slept at all. That fridge or whatever the hell it is, like, it's so freaking loud. So tired. We did a bunch of like computer work today, and I applied for my military ID. No, I don't know what I'm saying right now. This is what I'm eating for lunch. This is some kind of bread with chunky peanut butter and jelly, and it like doesn't move and stuff, but that was the only thing that was kind of edible and I felt like I could eat. It resembled normal food, so I'm gonna eat that. I basically did a lot of like computer work today, and I'm gonna get my military passport, so that's kind of cool. And then we're gonna go to qualifications, but we were supposed to go like hours ago. We're just waiting now. Earlier I got some Twizzlers, and now Tran got some M&Ms, and this has been expired for 2 years.
So I don't know what's even better. No, yours expired in 2015 of March.
I think I'll still eat it though because of hunger.
You want some?
Yeah.
Might be stale.
And he messed up his thing and can't cook his food.
What are you talking about?
We're finally going to move. Shut up. He's Snapchatting too, so whatever.
Not anymore.
Yeah. We were supposed to leave at 1:30 and it's like past 5 now. We're finally moving. We all have our rifles. I have my M16. I wanted an M4 because I have short arms and it's just much more comfortable, but I got stuck with an M16. And I have to carry a disgusting, moldy, fucking 100-year-old gas mask on my hip. I'm hungry and starving because y'all saw what I ate earlier. So it's snowing outside and the AC is on. Aren't you cold? Wait, he likes the cold. He has problems. He's
You got body fat. Body fat.
He does have a lot of body fat.
8,
9, 10.
11, 12.
14. Sorry, that's me.
12, 14. Are you serious?
Who didn't stop at 12? Who was 12?
Who is 12?
Okay, so, alright, you know what? Start all over again because y'all don't know how to fucking count. Sorry I had to curse just now.
1,
Time.
2,
3, 4, 5,
6, 7,
8,
9,
10, 11,
12,
13,
14.
15.
Oh my god, this is so interesting.
Are you recording?
We're finally moving. We were supposed to move at like 1:30 and it's 5. I got my disgusting gas mask which I have to wear on my hip.
Vlogging?
He's vlogging too. We have to keep this gas mask on our leg, and this shit is old and moldy and it's like disgusting, and it's snowing outside and it's cold, and this bus is so like, it's just sad.